US, White House spokesperson, in fact, has reacted to it as well, saying that we strongly condemn the seizure of the ship by Iran. Remember, US has also rushed additional military troops to protect Israel and has vowed complete support to Israel as well. But now, this has been a conflict in the making, but an Iranian assault on Israel now inevitable. And joining me on the phone line is Jonathan Rajiv. He's joining us live from Tel Aviv. Jonathan, what is the situation on the ground? Because, the Middle Eastern airspace is not safe anymore. World over, airlines have, decided to avoid the airspace. On the ground, what are the kind of preparations that Israel is making to brace for this unprecedented escalation in the conflict with Iran?
Israel is of course, on very high alert, concerned of a possible Iranian retaliation of what Iran claims is an Israeli assault on its consulate in Damascus some 2 weeks ago, which killed some top commanders in the Iranian Revolutionary Guards. Israel is on very high alert, preparing for any kind of attack which may come from Iran itself, may come from Iranian proxies. There are many Iranian proxies in Lebanon, in Syria, in Iraq. And the ship that you mentioned, which was seized, it was on its way to India. As you mentioned, it had some 17 Indian nationals on it. And the ship is partly owned by an Israeli businessman. Iran has been threatening for weeks now to retaliate to that attack. Is the seizing of the ship, which I say again, is partly owned by an Israeli businessman. Is this an Iranian retaliation? Perhaps. There are some reports in the Persian Gulf suggesting that Iran has said that this is its retaliation for that attack in Damascus. There's no official confirmation of that, but this may be the case. Israel, in any case, is not taking down the level of alert following that attack, even if this is eventually the Iranian retaliation and it's not on Israeli soil. Israel still regards it as something very serious, as disturbing the maritime corridor along the Strait of Hormuz, which is a very important corridor as far as commerce, as far as oil shipping, and therefore tension, of course, remains very high.
Right. Jonathan, thanks very much for joining us with that ground update there. Jonathan is reporting live from Tel Aviv. So Israel on high alert, and not just Israel, India is on alert as well. In fact, Indian government had earlier issued an advisory, but now various airlines, including Air India and Vistara, have rerouted their flights to Europe, avoiding the Middle Eastern airspace. Of course, India on alert as well, stepping up its outreach to Indian nationals in the two countries.